Hello and good morning. This is Olivia with Tarot and Coffee with Olivia. That's the name of my website and my business. However, what this video is all about is your daily pick. Whoopsie, we've got a little runaway stone here. Okay, so this morning, I really want to tell y'all how much I appreciate you, but especially what an unexpected connection that I have found with you, my viewers. I do know some of you in real life, some of you over Facebook, some of you are friends of friends or friends of family, some of you are family, and some of you I just know as my viewers and subscribers. And for each and every one of you, I am really surprised at how deep this connection feels to me and how much doing this every morning and knowing that I'm giving something to the world is uplifting to me. And I need to say that every single day because it's so true. Can y'all hear the rain? I hope you can. I actually have one of the doors open so that you can hear it in the background. Um, so, what you need to always know with these cards, especially on a day like today, because a lot of you got some cards kind of more on the negative side or more troublesome side, I guess I should say, because I wouldn't necessarily call them, well, we'll see how that goes. But I want you to not be afraid. I want you to know that you are the master of your own destiny. You are the master of your universe. Some people believe that we create the world that we live in. Um, so, I don't ever want you to feel disconnected or lost when we do this. I really just want to put some good and positive out in the world, even though we do have to discuss some darker subjects because that is the way of life. If you're feeling overwhelmed a lot of the time or feeling sad a lot of the time, I would urge you to seek professional help. It doesn't. Um, I say that because we're supposed to say that, but I do believe it's true. I myself seek professional help when needed and actually have someone regular that I go to. But some of you don't believe in that kind of stuff, and I don't want to step on your toes. I just do want you to know that this is not set in stone. This is a discussion of the day. It is a meditation. You can watch it at the beginning of your day or at the end of the day. And we have these fun little stones today. I guess I'll give you a closer look in a little while, but this is what we have. I want you to pick your stone. Um, and unfortunately, I don't know the names of a lot of these today. Mm. And they're little. So I will show them up close with a light shortly. Make sure that's focused. Um, so how to do this? You pick your stone. You when you I've got timestamps there, and you can pick a stone, choose your timestamp, and skip ahead if you like. Some people like to watch the whole reading because they use the whole cards as a reading. Now, I don't read them as a reading. I don't link them together like I would in a tarot reading that we would do personally. So, if you're interested in booking me, I've got my link tree on my YouTube channel today so that you can come see me at my Keen address. You can come see me through Keen. If you do come see me through Keen, I want you to contact me on my website first. Give me your email address, and I can send you a free 10 minutes. No, a free 3 minutes and 10 minutes for $1.99 from my Keen account because that's the promotion I'm doing right now on Keen. I'm not doing it from my personal website. I have a little bit different prices because it works a little bit differently when you're working with me. I don't cut off times right at 3 minutes or whatever. I don't do that kind of stuff. So like, share, subscribe, 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 subscribe. I love it when you subscribe. There's my little jingle about subscribing. Why am I so excited about that? Because I get a cool YouTube handle once I get 100 subscriptions. So I'm working towards that. Actually, you guys are working towards that for me too, and I just am really grateful. Okay, I have a thought of the day. I did not prepare it or write it down, so bear with me. Um, I didn't think I was going to have to do this, but it happened with a family member last night. Two different family members. I may have been a part of a rift in the family. I really hope not, because I love both of my family members very much. However, one of my family members, not one, I have more than one family member that's black, but one that we're talking about was troubled in talking about what it is to be a black woman in the world. And my other family member felt the need to state that all lives matter. And what she didn't know is that saying all lives matter is actually a racial slur. It's almost as bad, or in some cases, can be worse than calling someone the N word. And I'm telling you this because I know that I've done and said some things in ignorance, and I really wish I hadn't. I don't think a lot of people understand that all lives matter is inflammatory, or they don't understand why it's inflammatory. And one of my favorite people in the world explained it to me this way in kind of the form of a tongue-in-cheek joke. It's like this. So when someone says Black Lives Matter and you reply with All Lives Matter, it's like when your wife is holding you and she looks into your eyes and she says, "Honey, do you love me?" And he says, "Honey, of course, I love everybody. I always have." That's I think a really good example. There are lots of anyway. We're gonna move on now. I just want you to know that it is a racial. It has become a racial slur. Language changes. Language mutates. This has happened. Do not be shouting out "All Lives Matter" right after someone says "Black Lives Matter," because when you do it in that order, it is a racial slur. Okay, now that you know, we're going to move along, and I really hope I haven't stepped on anyone's toes or hurt their feelings. But we are going to. Oh, I'm going to get my little light out today because it's dark in here. Y'all can hear the rain in the back. And I'm going to show you what I have for you today. I have these pretty little. Oh, I got to focus. There we go. This is I call it my little lime sliver. My little lime. Um, like I said, I'm not real sure exactly what a lot of these are, but I do know that they are extremely beautiful. Oh, yes. Yes. And this is actually not a stone or a rock. It's made out of sand, or it's glass. And it's my little red fishy. And then, whoops, I guess I'm moving the camera here. And then we have this one. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of got a greenish tint to it. It's not really black. It's more greenish. Let's see if we can get a really good up close. Well, anyway, there he is. So go ahead, take your time, pick out which little stone or rock that you are drawn to. Pick out the card that you're drawn to. It's a really good idea to take a big deep breath in through the nose. Ooh, feel all that tension just melt away. It's a wonderful feeling. I never really understood how nice breathing could be and what a wonderful feeling that is until, well, I don't know, until I was an adult. So, without pausing too much longer, we're going to turn over your little lime card and we'll talk about that. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a card that talks about success. Like like wild success in a way, but not just success in that. Let's move it up closer. In a lot of decks, what's going on here in this picture is you see the clouds around the sword. That says that it comes as a divine gift when you have the clouds like that. Also, this is a card of clarity because the swords are a card of the mind. Um, Swords has to do with what's going on with you mentally, um, your focus, your force, or this. The Ace of Swords has to do with that. The Ace of Swords also has to do with reclaiming your personal power. Um, so basically, if you have this card today, make your stand, speak your truth, and succeed. And we're going to put you aside here and put your little rock in front of there. And now we are going to pull, well, we'll look at, oh, I guess we already looked at these little guys up close, so I don't have to move this around. We'll get your card right here. One of my advisors did tell me that I should mark my place, but I moved my camera a lot, and nothing's permanent here on this table. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. That is your card today. This is an exciting card because it has to do with karma. Karma is my favorite way to look at this. I do want to bring it up close because I want you to see some of the details in this card. And as we've said before, there are a lot of naked people on most decks of tarot. That has to do with vulnerability. And there's a deck of cards that I've seen. Oh, maybe it's one of my decks. That has the Wheel of Fortune as a Ferris wheel, not a Ferris wheel, a merry-go-round, the kind that you find at the fair. Because life goes round and round, round and round. What goes around comes around. That is part of the karma card, not necessarily music, but so fate. You are here to meet your fate. This is an exact this meeting of your destiny really has a lot to do with cause and effect. What have you put out into the universe is what comes back to you. That is why I started reading cards for free in the mornings, is for you guys, was because I wanted to put positive out into the universe. It wasn't so I could get karma back, but that has been one of the wonderful side effects, is that I have not suffered from depression or at all during these dark times, I guess I would say. So if you got this card today, just be prepared for some of your actions to meet their consequences. This could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing. I will tell you today, it's probably not something that you're going to be wildly joyful about, as this card was pulled inverted or upside down. So that is your card today. Just prepare yourself to meet that. Basically, what's going to happen is you're going to be going on about your day, and you're going to go, oh, you're going to have an encounter with someone, and then you're going to say, you're going to look back on it at the end of the day and think of your reading, and you're going to go, oh, yeah, that was karma. Maybe if you're looking at the end of the day, you'll recognize it at the end of the day. Now, if you picked the little red fishy, then this is your card today, the Six of Pentacles. He too was drawn upside down or inverted, which means he is not the happy entrepreneur that the upright version of this card is. Instead, you see, we've got some hands coming here, and he's got this money. When it's in the upright position, it often speaks to generosity, giving, that kind of stuff. When it's in the upside down position, it can mean extortion. Look to your business today. Um, Also, somebody may be abusing your generosity. So, yeah, look at that. Also, I think I want to let you know that if you're given a gift, it very well may have strings attached. I don't know if any of you are Jehovah's Witnesses or if you know Jehovah's Witnesses, but they do not like not they don't just not like gifts. They do not receive gifts. And it's for that very reason because oftentimes with gifts, at least this is how I understand it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But gifts come with strings attached or expectations that are not healthy because they are not of God. So I'm not saying that that's how I believe. I'm just saying that that is a belief out there in the world. So I want you to be careful. Maybe some money you're expecting is not going to come. I am not talking about your income tax return. I'm not talking about your stimulus check. I'm talking about your personal finances, and maybe not even finances, but something of value. Now we have last but not the least, the Ten of Swords. I think we've had this fairly recently, and some of you may have gotten it more than once. And it, as you can see, is not the happiest of cards. In some decks, you can tell this guy is deceased. Although I don't know how you could tell that because you can't check his pulse. Or I don't have a brain scan for him. Um, but basically, this is a painful ending or a loss. Um, it could be a breakup. Um, it could be a betrayal of some kind. Now, I don't want you to go looking for that today. I just want you to recognize it when it comes around, okay? So that you're prepared for it. Um, or, or just if you're looking at these cards at the end of the day, recognize what happened today. And you may not see it for a couple of days. Sometimes things will happen today and then you'll get your view of it within a couple of days. But this is a daily reading, so it's something that will happen today. Um, let's see if there's anything else I can say about this card. You are the master of your own universe. That's what it's hard to read negative readings for people because of course I don't want to see anybody hurt. This is not a card about you dying today. It's not a card about death. It is a card about loss and grief and misunderstanding. And as I said, swords are often about the mind. So this might be an internal conflict that you're feeling. And now that we've come to the end of our rainbow, yeah, we're at the end of the reading, guys. All I can say to you is thank you very much. And gosh, I can't even tell you how much joy it brings me to do this. But thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Love you guys. Bye.